My name is Nkosa Barrett. I am a journeyman plumber with Plumbers Local 1 of New York City. I was born and raised in New York City, Bronx, New York to be exact. My father passed away when I was 6, which in turn left my mother to raise me by herself. I grew up in a household where school was not a non-negotiable. My mother was pretty much like, you're going to graduate high school, and then after high school, you're going to go to college. I went to college because she told me I had to. And then I got there and it was like, what the hell am I doing here? I don't know what I want to do. So I dropped out to work full time. I was in retail management and I pretty much got tired of the merry-go-round of jobs, and I said, I'm gonna go to New. I knew of non-traditional employment through my best friend, she's an electrician, who had been telling me for years, go to New, and I was kind of like, that's man's work, I don't want to do that, I'm okay. But I got to the point where I realized I wasn't. I got to the point where I knew I needed more benefits. I needed a 401k, I needed a pension. Those are the things I needed when I started thinking about the long term. So I went to New, and the rest is history. I think New was like walking into a new job. You don't know what to expect. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that they definitely provided an environment where you could feel comfortable taking on something that is normally known as a man's job. And once I got to New, I realized that it's not a man's job, it's a career, and I can do this. So they instilled a certain level of confidence that when I did get into the field and on the job site, I wasn't scared because I knew that I could do this. I can almost guarantee that if it weren't for New, I would most definitely still be working in retail management, trying to make ends meet. I tell people, I always say, New is like a business deal. New does what they say they're going to do if you do what they ask of you. New provided the pathway for me to get to the point where I am able to take care of myself, and Local 1 has provided the means for me to be able to take care of myself. My union benefits literally afforded me my life. In 2020, after I had my daughter on a Friday, and I had a brain aneurysm on Wednesday. That was literally 5 days after I had the baby. So I was pretty much ripped away from her, and my mother had to care for her. And my blessing is that my mother is here with me and that she can take care of my daughter. So even when I wasn't feeling good and I was telling her that how bad I felt because my head was hurting, she was kind of nervous because she had heard these things before. My father died from a brain aneurysm. So she was nervous because she had heard my father say pretty much the same things that I was saying about how much pain I was in. So she was there, my neighbor was there. I think my neighbor is why I'm still alive, because I was just like, my head hurts, I'm gonna lay down. And my neighbor was like, nah, you're going to the emergency room. So she was definitely there for me. And I think my whole situation is a blessing when it comes to me getting sick and me having my mother there, because if she wasn't there, I probably wouldn't be here. So I was in the hospital for about 2 or 3 weeks. And I remember after having the surgery to coil my brain aneurysm, I got a statement from the insurance company, and the cost of my brain surgery and my stay in the hospital and all care after the aneurysm, it was a total of $800,000. I didn't come out of pocket for anything. And I always tell people, I don't know why God spared my life, but I'm glad that he put the doctors in my life that were able to save my life, because again, I don't know why he spared me. I don't know if I'm meant to do something great or my daughter's meant to do something great and only I can lead her to it. But thank God for those union benefits, because they saved my life. If I didn't have the medical benefits, I don't know if I would still be here today. What I hope to see in the future for myself, it 100% revolves around my daughter. A lot of times when we're outside, if we pass a house, she'll say, "Mommy, house. Mommy, I want a house, my house." And I'm just like, one day, baby, one day. I just want to be able to provide her the lifestyle that she deserves.